trying to get a list made. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything anywhere on the way out. It's just the things I need for sure. Hey, friends, like I always say, I normally give this about 30 seconds to get started because sometimes it'll restart. I'm just still exhausted. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm waiting right now. I just don't feel like taking off until tomorrow probably. Now, I could change my mind and just hop in the car and go at any moment, but I just feel totally exhausted. And so I don't know. I've never pushed the interceptor before. I've never, hey guys, hey Kansas City, hey Brenda, hey Johnny Rose, what up? Erica, how you doing? The one and only Darth Vader is in the house. Hey guys, good to see ya. Let's see, Priscilla, Beck, Faith, Amy, Catfish, Michelle, dang y'all coming in fast. Hey Emily, long time no see. Brian M, CW, Cicely, hey, Susanna, Ronnie, Hawkwater, how the heck you doing, Ronnie? Good to see you tonight. What up, nerds? Cohen, hey Cohen, Viking Woman, Alan, how you doing, Alan? Johnny says, so good to see you, brother. You too, Alan. Good to see you, my friend. Take care of yourself. I missed who that was. Thank you, though. I try. Hey, Joshua. Truth Seeker, what up? Says, hey, Matt. Taylor White, how you doing? Okay, guys. Hey, Rebecca, Jenny. It's good to see you, Jenny. Been a long time. Paulie. Okay. Yeah. So where was I on my last video? I have burned my batteries out, guys, my internal batteries. It's just nothing that I've been doing in my actual life, really, right? The stuff that I do, there's been one stressful mental problem come up that I've devoted pretty much 3 months of constant thought towards without an answer. And I've learned that human beings, and I must be a human being because we finally have our limits when it comes to how much we can just constantly push our mind. And so I am having to relax a little bit, like I was telling y'all guys earlier. I feel better. Honestly, it comes and goes in spurts. So yeah. I'm kind of torn right now between whether or not to just go ahead and go to sleep here tonight, because even once it got dark, I was going to head out, but it's like 9:30 right now, and I've never taken the interceptor out on an adventure before. Now, it's a strong rig. The guy that owned it before the guy I got it from has done some really crazy stuff with it, right? And so I'm not that worried about it. However, this is going to be its first run, and I'm a little bit leery. Like, I can push myself, but I kind of try and still be a little bit smart every now and then. That's why I was telling y'all guys in the last video, don't worry about me, Then I do feel bad because one of my friends left a comment about having said they were worried about me on the video where, there were bears around and stuff. It's totally cool to worry about me in those instances. What I was talking about earlier are the people that they just come in and they put in comments that make the readers afraid. And so instead of putting out the optimism in terrible situations, they really raise the fear level of the viewers, which just adds a lot of stress and anxiety and stuff that's not necessary. That's what I was talking about before. Thank you so much for your consideration. Like I was saying before, anybody out there that is probably worried that it was you, it's not you. Because you worry, right, about whether or not it's you. If that makes sense, it's like bad people, right? People that are like bad people don't worry that they hurt other people. They don't even think about it, right? Good people worry about that kind of stuff, right? So if a good person actually does something bad that unintentionally harms somebody else, they worry about that and they regret, etc. So if you ever worry whether or not, don't worry about it because it's obviously not you. Yeah, I feel better too because I got some good food in me and stuff. And I'm pretty hopeful for this adventure, to tell you the truth. This is going to be kind of neat. This is going to be different than we've done it before. And like they said in Groundhog's Day, different is good. Now, I had an idea. Oh, guys, thank you. Okay, two people dropped in some donations for the channel, guys. Hang on, let me continue what I was saying, though I'll get to it. Thank you so much. Honestly, right now it is making one heck of a difference because I haven't been able to put out content. Every time that something happens in my life, right, it seems like it takes my energy to be able to do this because, yes, it covers my life and stuff. At the same time, I'm an artist. This is my art. So, like, stressful stuff and everything kind of stops me, which puts a whole bug in the thing. And y'all guys make the biggest difference. Now, where was I? What were we talking about before I got into that? I don't remember. So let's just get to y'all guys. Crap. That's the problem with a live stream, right? Okay, hang on. Let me go back up. Let me roll up, guys. Who is that? Hey, Rebecca and Dean. Cool. Appreciate you guys. They're throwing $10 to the cause. Rebecca says, from little dude to help you out. Appreciate you, dude. I'll get you back on that one of these days, my buddy. Let me get you a thumbs up and a like. I know there was somebody else in here. Derek, appreciate you, Derek. $5 for the trip is what Derek says. Man, I appreciate you so much. Okay, bro. And I'm going to put it towards the cause, actually, is what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm part of the cause, as y'all guys know. Let's see. I just got so far behind on everything, guys. A lot of things that I didn't, spur of the moment things have popped up, which made the plans I was trying to make work out kind of fail. And so I'm trying to just think on my feet, really. I know somebody, hang on. Okay. Heather. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much for your continued support and encouragement. She goes, I love you. A heart and a kissy face. Thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you so much. That's so sweet. Rebecca saying, hey to Jenny. Joshua throwing out some hearts. Roughneck, how you doing? Mike W, what's up, bro? He says, good evening, everyone. Jules is in the house. What did I miss? I just got here. Not much, Jules. Basically just me losing my train of thought every now and then, so don't worry about it. Let's see, Priscilla. Where are you going this time? I am headed pretty much to the same place. I really want to go up to Chapaka and get our camera. However, I don't know if I want to push the interceptor up Chapaka for its first battle. I think it has the heart to do it. I don't know if it has the tires to do it. Now, I've got like 6, maybe 9 spare tires, and I'm going to throw 3 of them in the trunk when I go, just in case. Still, though, I'm kind of thinking there's a lot of roads out the Totes Coulee area, and I'm talking there's a lot of highway or of road out there, and most of it's pretty decent. I'm kind of thinking because my soul and my heart needs something right now, right? And I'm thinking about doing like in the end of Mad Max 1, where at the end, you remember, he's on the road and like he's totally broken and they've got like the sign that says wasteland, turn back while you still can or something like that. And he just floors it and keeps on going. I'm kind of thinking about doing that because there is that much road out there. It is the wasteland, basically. I mean, there's like 46 something miles that go all the way to another town out here. And then there's little cutoffs and roads and stuff. I'm going to take some paper with me for sure. So like, if that's what I do, I'm going to map it. And then also I got to figure out how much fuel I have because my gas gauge is broken. Supposedly, and I think I kind of believe this because I have tested it a little bit. For $20, I can make 80 miles. So that's a very long distance, right? I might can afford to put $40 in the gas tank. I've got something I could return also to Walmart and get another like $70 in my pocket, but it'll cost me $20 to get there. I gotta do the freaking math, right? But much like a post-apocalyptic situation, I'm just gonna see how much fuel I have and burn that. And that could be a lot of fun though. Think about it. We could get a lot of really cool footage. It could be a lot of fun. Oh, hang on. Y'all guys are outrunning me. Okay, yep. Chris, Matt, we love you. Thank you, Chris. Back at you, bro. Jane saying, hey, little dude. Mandy Doyle, it has been forever since I've seen you, my friend. How are you doing? Hey, Matt, thinking of you. Enjoy your trip. Thank you, Mandy. Absolutely. Buddy says, did they release Charlie's toxicity report? Oh, you're talking about the guy that got, yeah, I don't know anything about that. Richard Johnson, give us one of your drawings, bro. A picture speaks 1,000 words. That's cool, Richard. That's not a bad idea. I was gonna draw tonight. I just not feeling well. I don't think that I could get into it because I did even start to sketch a little bit, and I like to draw these comic things, kind of, right? And you have to do their skeleton basically, then you do an overlay wrap on them, and then after that you do details and shading and stuff. I just couldn't get into it. I had thought, I might could do, if I felt like it, a scenery or a landscape. That might be fun. But it's something I've got to get into to be able to do. Hi, Leah. How are you tonight? Erica talking to Mandy. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Erica. Teresa. Carl. Hi, Matt. Hi, Teresa. Deborah Jones. Thank you so much, Deborah. Guys, Deborah put in $10 for the mission, bought a really cool little sticker. Good luck. It's a little fox screaming into a megaphone. Good luck. Very cool. That's awesome. Thank you, Deborah. You rock, my friend. Let's celebrate their first super thanks on stream. Oh, this is your first super thanks, Deborah. Very cool. It's so neat that they would let me know that. Hoorah! Now, how do we do that? Are they saying there's a feature where we can throw you a party, or are they just reminding me to tell you? That's what they're doing. They're reminding me to thank you. Okay, very cool. Archie420 says, what up? Just living, Archie. To tell you the truth, life is what we make it and all of that. I'm doing pretty well. I'm happy for my own self-knowledge and my life experience and stuff, which I'm able to use in difficult circumstances and situations. Basically, I'm taking off here pretty soon on a little bit of an adventure out on the mountains where I like to go, which will be really cool. I'm trying to get to you. Somebody else doing something, but it's disappearing here. Let's see. You watching the boxing fight? Asks Migs. I didn't know there was a boxing. The last boxing fight I watched was when Root Paul and Mike Tyson teamed up to dupe us all. That was the worst fight I've ever seen in my life. Could you believe that? Don't even get me started. I thought that was going to be so good, right? And no, that sucked. So I haven't seen a fight since then, and it's really, really put me off of it. Robert Gaylor saying, hey to little dude. Mandy Doyle to Erica. I gotta skip down a little bit now, guys. Heather, do you need money for tires? No, Heather, I appreciate the offer and everything. Y'all guys have supported a lot through the super thanks, through watching the videos and hitting that like button. I mean, you've already smashed that like button 63 times, which in 13 minutes is amazing. The channel's growth has been really good recently because of y'all's support. And then also, just everything that you've done for me has changed everything entirely. People are always telling me, they're like, why don't you get a real job, right? And they don't understand this is a real job. I mean, they're the same people that sit and at the end of the day after they get off of their job, right? And they sit and they watch Netflix or Hulu or whatever it is they're watching, or YouTube, right? And they enjoy that. And the reason that they're able to enjoy their downtime is because other people worked very hard to get entertainment for them to enjoy their downtime. And so I don't know. I'm sorry. I drivel on about this stuff sometimes. You know what I mean? But tires. That's right. Yes. My next paycheck, I intend to buy tires. And I'm going to buy some nice tires too. Let me roll through it. I saw y'all guys have dropped in some more donations. I want to get everybody thanked. Alan, thank you so much, brother. Alan put in $15, guys. Thank you, Alan. Yeah, and also for your continued support, honestly, not just through revenue, but through always having my back. Alan is one of these guys. He's like a couple other of my friends. He's really good at giving advice that isn't based off of how he would feel in a moment. He knows his friends and he knows how they're different, and he'll like talk about the issue from your perspective, if that makes any sense. And I find it a very rare and unique trait in people. It's something I try and copy, kind of, because they say when somebody has something that we want, we should do what they do. You know what I mean? And now, like, if it's a Ferrari, getting that is a lot harder than like something that somebody does, I'll say spiritually or mentally, you know, like paying good attention to others and realizing that they're different than we are. And anyway, yeah, you are a rock star, Alan. I appreciate you. Let's see. Shout out to the mods. So where's some of these? I mean, is that a legitimate question? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I can't. I've got nothing to give on that. Taylor White, enjoy your adventure, bro. Hope you post some of the journey. Definitely going to, Taylor. This is going to be another reality cinema experience. That's where I take the crap, normally good and bad, that is happening in my life, and I can capture it and then edit it in such a way that it comes out more like a movie than like a vlog or something, if that makes sense. And that's how I want this to be, because I gotta put my soul back together. Like I said, I've got, what do they call it? It's what is it? Stress, not trauma. It's where you're just run down. I've used my brain too much, and like it's just run down. When you just worry about one thing and try and figure out how to solve it while doing a bunch of other things and stuff, it can just run down our brain and give our body fatigue. That's it, stress fatigue. And so, yeah, I just need some time for me out in the forest, and that's where I'm headed. Okay. Erica, thank you so much, Erica. Erica threw into the mission, guys. Support the channel. I appreciate you so much. Rebecca, thank you. Rebecca and Dean put in our $5. Thank you, guys. Little dude and I will hop up and meet you, Matt. It's okay. It's all right, guys. Y'all guys stay there. It's all right. Okay. I appreciate you so much. No, just your support rocks and rolls. Thank you again for your constant support and everything that you've done for us here. I really appreciate you. And guys, I want you to know to see the donations. This isn't just people giving me free money. Because I know I've had a lot of people talk and stuff, and it's people that don't realize or understand what's actually going on with what we do here. Okay, so I'm a recovering addict and alcoholic. I've spent a long time in active addiction and have seen the worst of it, right? Lived it and been trapped there. I got out of it, and it wasn't through my own, it was nothing I did, right? I became willing, and then I followed the steps, and then I got help and was able to be helped out of it. And so, like, I try and help other people no matter what they're going through. So, like, people who don't have houses and stuff, people during the winter who don't have warm gear to wear or blankets to sleep with and stuff. And a blanket will save somebody's life. When it's too cold outside to go to sleep and we go to sleep, we don't wake up. And a blanket will fix that. So that's what this channel does. We also take on, I'm trying to get built up big enough that we can do like a halfway house housing thing while people can get on their feet and stuff, you know, people who are serious and like need help. And so I actually have a designated amount of the revenue that's donated here that I use to help other people. And so that is the mission that is supported when people donate revenue. I also make most of what I use for myself comes from the ad generated revenue here. So every time the commercial plays on a regular adventure video or something, that's the paycheck basically. And then most of what y'all guys donate, depending on how we do, goes towards the mission of helping our people. I try and explain to people because some people get on me, right? And they're like, why don't you save some energy for you and blah, 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 and why this and that? And they don't understand it's okay. Nobody has we're not obligated to help other people. We can just try and scrimp by ourselves and make the best lives for ourselves that we can. And that's perfect. That's, I guess, how it's intended to be, right? For me, though, it makes me better. Like I was saying, I'm an alcoholic and addict. I have to give back and I have to constantly keep moving. If I'm not giving it away, I don't get to keep it, if that makes any sense. And that's just a sign that I wanted to touch on, because lots of times I'm able, while I talk to y'all guys, talk about things that have like been bugging me or that I haven't been able to explain to other people. Have you ever tried to explain something to somebody that's actually relatively simple, but because the way that they think about it, they don't really understand that we're not talking about them, that we're talking about us? Like I was talking about how Alan understands from the perspective of somebody else. So when I run into those issues, sometimes I like to talk to y'all guys about it because I can tell that I actually am being quite clear and that it isn't really that difficult to understand what I'm saying. And you know what? When there's 150 of you backing me up, it makes me feel a lot better. All right, let's move on. Sorry, it's been a rough little bit. Yeah. New Yorkers would say it's been a rough minute, right? Only it's been a rough 5 minutes. Oh, what is it? Viking, oh my goodness. Dang, Viking has donated to the cause. Guys, let me get you a heart and a like. Viking, I see you are one of those who I know, see, I don't know what to say too much here. Viking has had a rough one too. Really, really rough existence. And she is one of those people that because she made it and she's lived through everything, that she tries to help other people. She's helped here first, mainly on this channel, mostly on this channel through sharing her experiences and everything, and her own experiences through her YouTube channel. And she's another one that like, I feel, look, I don't want to talk for you, Viking, but I'll share what I relate about, right? Yeah. I've suffered so much for so long that the only way I can justify in my mind and my soul that suffering is by using the experience I got from suffering to help others. And that's just something I want to share with you, I guess. You know, thank you for being there, Viking. Thank you for being there for all of us. Miriam, hi Miriam, how are you? Leah, hi Leah, hoorah. Chris Ladd, ready to go camping, cooking out, and enjoying nature. Man, me too, Chris. That's where I'm headed. Yeah, my buddies, they gave me, I didn't even realize it till today, right? Because I'm like, I am against it, right? And I'm like, I wonder what kind of food I'm going to take, right? I've got a bunch of MREs, thanks to a lot of y'all guys and stuff, right? My buddy Drywater sent a ton of them and stuff. Shout out, Dry. And then I realized that another couple of my friends, they gave me this big old pork butt roast like 2 months ago. And it's been in the freezer at Jamie's. And so I ran down there and I grabbed that. And I intend to do some pretty cool stuff with it because it's not going to stay good for as long as I'm out, and there's too much of it for me to be able to eat all of it. So what I'm going to try and do is the first night, I'm going to set up and try and make like a makeshift smoker. I've got a smoker. I just can't haul it with me, right? So I'm going to make like a makeshift smoker and see if we can't dry and smoke a lot of it on like day 2, which will be a cool project. Got to find something because I don't know if I'm just going to roll the interceptor like that, I don't even know if I want to do the whole tent experience at all. I might just literally keep it like camping out of the car. Now, I've taken the back seat out of the interceptor also because I found out I can cut the carpet out of there, and the original police liner, since it was a police car, there's like this rubber liner in the bottom, is still in there. Now, I'm thinking about getting some material, like maybe some light aluminum poles or piping or something, and just build a bed thing in the back of it. Now, I'd have to keep it where like the door would open, maybe build some kind of like thing that you can stick in the door to kind of like extend it or something. Could be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how I got off track on that, but anyway. Loretta, hi Loretta. Heather put into the mission again and bought a comment. Thank you, Heather. It says, do you need help? Oh, wait, we already read this. Why is it that sometimes my comments go backwards? Thank you, Heather. You're much appreciated, my friend. Like I was telling you, I'm going to get some tires just as soon as I can. It's a lot of waving. Glamis04. Hey, Glamis. Sounds like a great trait, says Leah. Waiting for Silk Song says, hey man, are you going to go to SWATCom this year? SawCom. I'm not sure what that is, my friend. I might. Actually, one thing I'm thinking about, actually today I thought very strongly about it, and I might actually just do it because I had this instinct that on payday, I could just fill the tanks of my interceptor and drive. That was kind of like just popped into my head. And I'm like, there's absolutely nothing that would stop me. I mean, I always talk about the road trip, right? I'm like, what if I just filled the tanks and just go? I mean, that would be so cool, wouldn't it? I'm thinking we could hit campgrounds, like the free ones and stuff, sleep on the side of the road. I mean, we're not far off. That lifestyle is not far off from what I do anyway, right? So, like, I could track the places that go through, like, wilderness, small back towns, stuff like that. I've got a couple friends out there, too. I already asked one of them. Well, I came up with the idea just between us, all right? Just between us on a live platform. Just between us. I called him like 5 minutes after I thought about it. I was like, if I showed up on your doorstep, could I sleep on your couch for a couple of weeks? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, okay. So, I don't know. Come payday, we might get crazy, guys. It could be some cool footage too, honestly. And like I said, there's nothing stopping me. I mean, think about it, right? We always talk about all the things we want to do and everything. So it's like, now, right now in our lives is the time to do those things because you never know, right? So I just might have that wild hair and do it. Let me know in the comments after the video what y'all guys think. If you would be into that, if you have any kind of like cool ideas of places to go, things to see, things to do. And yeah, we might do that. We might just up and out of here, guys. Now, of course, we'd come back. I want you to know this is my home, guys. Literally, my home is here, right? But still. Dry water. That would be a wild and maybe dangerous ride. That's what I like about it, Dry. And I'm equipped for that kind of stuff. That's where I am good in this world. In fact, playing it safe for me isn't life. It's boring. It sucks. I'd rather start drinking again. That's why I try and explain to people when I don't do safe, happy, sit on the couch, watch Netflix. It's like, I mean, if I do that, us addicts, we know that. I get bored, I might as well just start partying again, right? Because I just can't do it. So like danger, intrigue, am I gonna make it, right? No, I'm not talking about risking my life or anything. I mean, but still, I think it could be cool. Dude, I'm coming, says Drywater. Okay, cool. Hoorah, all right. See, I thought you were, yeah, I thought so. Because, like, Drywater is a lot like me. So, yeah, okay, very cool, Dry. Norwegian. Rebecca. Oh, talking Rebecca. Cool, very cool. I remember this guy says, Ryan Newby. Cool name, Ryan. Hi, I'm glad that you're here. If you remember me from back in the day and you've been on our adventures while I was on the show and everything, thanks for joining me, and I'm glad that you found me here. Rebecca, Drywater can meet you in Spokane. Okay, Rebecca talking to Dry. Big J says, just double tap your phone real fast. Hey, appreciate you, Big J. Yeah, thank you for reminding everybody. And I can't believe, we're up to 111 likes, guys. I appreciate y'all. It is one of the best ways to support the channel. It tells the algorithm that the broadcast is important. It puts it out there to more people. Oh. Kujander, do you still do the radio show with that girl? Not right now, Kujander. We are going to start it back up. We are taking a break right now, and then we will start up later on. Just right now, we are taking a small break. Norwegian talking. Mandy. Shelly says, get a truck topper to sleep in. I've thought about that, Shelly. I have thought about that. I was actually thinking about just making one, but I agree with you. I would much rather just buy one. There's one right down the road here, and I think it would fit my pickup truck. I think it's like $400, and I've been looking at it. It's just, I don't know right now. You know, being that I'm not actually camping in it or anything, I don't think it's worth the money. That's been one of my biggest problems is I try and save the money on the right stuff, and then I spend the money on the wrong stuff, and then I find out that that's reversed or something. It's like I kind of lose situations here recently. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get one at some point. Michelle and Mary from Melbourne, Australia were in here, guys. I didn't even see y'all, guys. Hey, I'm glad that you were able to make it. Have a good rest of your day. It is day down there, right? No, it's night down there. Yes. But here it's becoming fall, so there it's becoming spring. Yes. They're in down under, guys. They're down in Australia. Love you, Norwegian, says Rebecca. Priscilla, Matt, I miss your inspirational videos from IG. Me too, Priscilla. Me too. I get really mad about it too sometimes. I don't get angry often at all. It takes a lot, and there's a few people you can ask who will totally tell you this. It takes a lot to even just agitate me, right? But thinking about the loss of my Instagram does make me a little bit upset. Because that was something that we built together. I put a lot of time into, it started all of this with us here. And I really feel that a lot of the good that I did in transferring like my positivity or like just the stuff that I've learned, that made a difference was there. But that's all right. I'm glad that you're here, my friend. That's what's important. We found each other again. CW, Matt, will you be doing an unboxing video soon? Unboxing videos. Oh, like opening packages and stuff. Yes, I will start doing that again, my friend. Things got turbulent over this past just little bit, and I've had a lot of mental stress going on in one certain area. Everything else in life has been going really well, but there's been one little simple problem that I haven't been able to fix, and I've been putting all of my mental energy into it, and it's completely drained me. So a lot of stuff has gone by the wayside here recently. I promise I will get back into it. Everything is going to be fine. Everything is fine. And yeah, we will definitely be doing some unboxing here pretty soon. Appreciate you. Chicken Master, what up? Chicken says, you got a place here if you make it this way. Cool, Chicken. I'll be there. All right. Yeah, that sounds cool. And yeah, if I make it, I will be there. Hoorah. Daniel, hello, man. Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Tim Booth says, yeah, it's amazing that I found you. Right on, Tim. It's amazing that I found you. I'm so glad that we got here, that we met back up here, my friend. Oh, shoot. Speaking of, I think I'm going to have to go, guys, because the store closes, I think, in like 20 minutes. Let me check what time it is. Yeah, wait, they close at 11? They either close at 11 or 10. If they close at 11, then I've got an hour. If they close at 10, I've missed them. But yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. Derek 6 says, take fishing pole, free food a long way. Hey, that's a good idea, Derek. That is a really good idea. I will do that. I did that back a couple, longer than that. About 12, 13 years ago on a family road trip. We fished in every pond pretty much halfway across America and then back up to Alaska again. I'll put that on the list, on the traveling list. You gotta drop down a little bit now, guys, so that I don't miss y'all. Nolan, thank you, Nolan. Guys, Nolan Trimble. I'm sorry, hang on a second. Hang on, Nolan. Tremblay, I think. Nolan threw in $3 to the cause. I'm gonna get you a heart and a like. Says, hey man, what's that? Somebody out there? 1 second, guys. This would not be the right camper to be playing Ding Dong Ditch on. It just would not. All right, Nolan, thank you for waiting, bro. Hey, man, I'm watching from Ontario. Love the channel. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, and I appreciate your support. We're neighbors. I live about 4 miles away from the Canadian border. It's that way, and I always remind everybody that it's really cool because I've pretty much always been neighbors with Canada, being that my part of Alaska, the southeast. So here's Alaska. This part is butted right up against Canada, and so I'm glad that you're here, Nolan. I'm glad you like the channel too. Drywire says, hey, you can't split without naming the ride. It's the Interceptor. That's what I've decided on. Yeah, just like Mad Max, because they call his ride is the Interceptor too. I started to name it Tina, like Tina Turner, but I went with the Interceptor. Yeah, I might. Yeah, it's the Interceptor. That's hoorah, Drywire. Boom. Rhonda Holman. Hi, Rhonda. Priscilla. Yes, thanks so much, Matt. Much love. Hoorah, Priscilla. Right back at you. Tony says, how did you lose your Instagram? That's a really sore subject, Tony. Very, very long story short is I trusted somebody around my my phone and my computer while I wasn't there, and they were not trustworthy, and they wound up linking one of their accounts to my account and then hiding that so that they could get into my account. So they hacked me, and I lost the entire Instagram because I wasn't able to copy or to change the passwords and stuff. I'm not a tech guy, basically. So when I figured out this went on, I waited till I knew for sure that they were asleep in their time zone. And then I had bought another setup, another laptop and another phone. I went to swap the two. So the old setup to the new setup. But when I did, I messed up and I wasn't able to write down the password for the Instagram. And then I reset the old hacked stuff and I lost my ability to get back in there. The long story short is I trusted the wrong person. I gotta tell y'all guys too, since we're on that subject, don't ever trust anyone with your technology. Not your wife, not your husband, not your parents. Basically, the closer to you someone is, the least you should ever trust someone with your electronics. There are tons of spy apps out there designed for spouses to use on their spouses to keep tracks of them. There are hundreds of them, and each one of them have been downloaded millions of times. If you do the math, I'm just telling you, right? So yeah, that's just my opinion. Yeah, thanks, Tony. Adrian A. Payne says, are the Browns looking for gold? I am, but I don't know what the rest of them are doing. We don't really associate much. I'm kind of out here doing my own thing. Yeah. Tony says, if you smile, the whole world will smile with you. If you frown, frown alone. Dude, I love that, Tony. That is like so awesome. That is totally cool. I'm going to have to remember that. I love those kind of little sayings. I find that, sorry guys, my nose is my assist. What I do, I know a bunch of those kind of sayings and stuff, right? Back in the day, they called them maxims. A maxim is a saying that fits the moment, right? And so, like, what's a good example? Shoot, see, if I'm not in the moment, it's hard to think of one. I'll go with the basic one, and that's just, it works if you work it, right? And so, like, let me stop and go back because it'd be hard to explain. A maxim is a saying that fits the moment. I find the more maxims I know, when a moment happens that I don't know what to do about it or what is going on, if I can find the maxim that matches that moment, somehow I can find the answer. I'm actually trying to write a booklet that is just a collection of maxims for moments that each one fits. Because back in the day, like the old timers and stuff, you know, and thousands of years ago and all, they had these phrases of wisdom, and they were taught to everybody so that they could apply them to their life as they grew up. I think that's one of the problems with why we are all, not all, maybe you're the one that's not, right? But why most of us are confused and worried and anxious and don't know what to do, and maybe we don't feel like we fit the maturity level of our years at the time and stuff, you know, because like we don't have those things that we used to have, like rites of passages and stuff, you know what I mean? But I love your maxim, and if you don't mind, I'm gonna quote you. Lauren R1997 says, you're welcome in my neck of the woods, and I live next to Wayne National Forest in Wheelingsburg, Ohio. Brother, come camping with me sometime if you're interested. Never give up, never surrender. God bless. Hoorah! Lauren, I might show up, Lauren. That sounds awesome. I love the national forests and everything. I put you on the list. Rebecca, cool, very cool. Rebecca bought another comment here, guys, to support the channel. Said, Matt, little dude, and I are heading tomorrow up the mountain. That's okay, Rebecca. No, y'all just stay there. Don't worry about it. We're good. Thank you for being there. Just don't worry about it. See. I'm gonna have to start going, guys. Deborah, mine keeps okay, talking to somebody else. Oh, we're lagging. Yeah, guys, let me get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all guys have a good night. Thank you for being here. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel. I couldn't do it without you. Closing words of advice. Not advice. Let's not even call it. Let's see. Just what I want to say tonight. Sometimes there are things in life that no matter what we do and stuff, the way that we're doing it isn't going to work. And it matches the saying about madness or insanity being doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same outcome. Some things I find will be tolerable and sort of like you want them to be if you work really, really hard for it. And yeah, but the trick for me to that is it doesn't have to be like that. To choose a life where you had to continually work so freaking hard on something, right? When it can be just something else, right? I find more desirable for me. So like things are possible if we are willing to like put in a lot of hurt and a lot of everything, right? At the same time, though, I feel, and it's worth it if it's worth it to you, right? At the same time, though, I feel that stopping and asking ourselves whether or not that's something we really want is a good idea in life sometimes. you know. I hope that makes sense. I just try and speak from what I think every now and then, and y'all guys know I have no filter. Also, believe in yourself. Forgive yourself, right? If there's something in your life that you've done that you're ashamed of or something, and you're really like, forgive yourself like you'd forgive somebody else. Is why I tell people, because so many people are so very forgiving of everybody else, but they can't get over their own thing, So never give up, never surrender, and I will see y'all guys in the next one. If I don't see you for a couple days, it just means that I decided to go ahead and go tonight. Yeah, but I'll probably hold off till tomorrow. Probably. Well, I said, okay, and so that you don't have to worry about me, I'll keep everything under control. I'm an expert at doing this stuff, and I don't push myself far enough to get hurt. If anything, I'm really good at making sure that I don't do that. I also have people in my life that I always let know my plans, where I'm going, what I'm doing, roughly. And so it'll all be okay, guys. All right. Bye. Thanks for bringing me up, too. I appreciate you.